Hello and welcome back to Minecraft. It's been a little bit, but I believe that where we left off, we were doing this. It's so fun to get a really big, good jump in like that. It's a great way to design your base. If you feel like having something really tall, like on a mountain like this, which would be just gorgeous, you know, building in a house into that little groove right there, maybe wrapping around this cliff all the way around and being able to jump down into the ocean just like I did. It's so fun, and you can do it in tiny spaces as well. You can do it in a space that is only a couple blocks, like maybe 2 blocks wide, two blocks long, and be able to jump down there if you have a really tall castle. There's other ways to make an elevator that can shoot you up to the top as well, and I've done that a lot of times. It's really fun to be able to build stuff like that. But I think we were going to maybe look into this ocean a bit, but I kind of peek over here and I can't help but see things that fascinate me, and so I want to go see what's over here, because who knows what we'll find, you know. Wow, look at the inside of this place. That's amazing. I have no idea where this cave goes, but it looks like it could definitely be a really great cave. And especially, wow, let me look below us a little bit. You can see it goes really deep, even deep enough for the glow squids to start appearing there at the bottom. Huh. What do we have in terms of iron and such? Okay, so we have a little bit, but we might as well go ahead and do this right here. We'll go and grab this, really hoping that a creeper doesn't fall on top of my head here. There you go. Oh, and even further, so we're well above the level of that water right there. So it'd be interesting to build like layers of there's my bed. It would be really interesting to build layers of this water, kind of like they do when they're trying to get a really big boat out of it, like through a canal. You could sort of create the same thing here with this, and just do a couple more lower levels, and see over there is also, man, I actually kind of want to, let me go and take my boat here. We're gonna go ahead and jump over here. Oop, 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 oop. Let's see, let's go a little bit over here. Okay, it's just a little layer. It's not too much more, but wow. Actually, so well, I've done that. Still hoping not to see a creeper. And in that regard, let's go and switch over to this. So what do we have in terms of wood? Do we have a little bit of wood? We could go and see if there's anything at the bottom of this crazy spot if we wanted to, but I guess I did talk about the ocean, so let's go ahead and take a gander. It would be nice if this ocean was big enough to kind of have a lot of different things in it. Let's see, I'm not really seeing anything specific quite yet, but like I said, it does seem like we have a lot of space to look for. I'm just trying to keep my eye out on the bottom of the ocean. You can kind of see the shadow of stuff, especially in the distance. Like, you can kind of see the shape of what it looks like underwater, and I'm kind of like tracing it with my vision, right? So you can, if you keep watch, you can start seeing things that look familiar. And once you begin recognizing it, like it looks like there could be something over there. Once you begin recognizing stuff, then you can tell from far off that you need to go there, and you can find a pirate ship, or you can find an ocean monument, or any number of things. Although, okay, so that definitely has to be something right over here. I'm guessing that that we're going to see a pirate ship over here. Well, a sunken ship, I should say. Who knows if it was a pirate ship when it when it first happened? I don't think there was too many, or at least I don't think, as far as we've been able to tell, there's actual pirates in any of these places. A good thing to keep in mind when you go to stuff like this is underwater zombies like to haunt the different structures in that you can find underwater. So yeah, just be careful as you go down and be aware that you could be running into them, especially those right over there, what I was looking at just a second ago. If I go back underwater a little bit. Oh, come on. Let's see. Right over there where I'm looking, that's an underwater tower that almost certainly has a zombie or two around it. Okay. Let's go and see what's in this chest. Mending and nothing particularly great. Okay. And I'm not really seeing another treasure chest. This may be one that ended up with only one chest. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they can be so small that they don't even have a chest. Okay, so there wasn't anything there, really. Let's keep looking. I would go over to that tower and take a look at it. My problem is that, besides the fact that they're harder to deal with, because they more regularly have the underwater zombies, and not only that, but they can also they're a little hard to deal with in terms of breathing underwater. But a lot of times they have stuff where you have to dig into the ground to get to. And the digging stuff is what causes the issue with breathing. So you have to be a little bit more careful about monitoring the amount of breath that you have, stuff like that. This is a easier one, since we can step in here. This is just absolute wizardry. This is sorcery. This door providing just infinite breathing room, especially when you consider that. Okay, yeah, I'm taking that almost certainly. Suspicious stew. Okay, we could drink this. I don't know. Let's risk it. Why not? Okay, so the suspicious stew, you can make in a bunch of different ways. I don't know if you can guarantee. I think some of the ones are completely random, and you can't guarantee what they'll have. So let's just. What do we have? We got weakness for a few seconds. Stuff like that is going to happen, basically. So that was pretty funny. Sometimes they can cause blindness. Sometimes they can poison you. There's just a lot of different things that can happen with those suspicious stews. They can. I mean, it filled up my heart, so it did do a little bit of good. But it also can be kind of bad as well. So, like I was saying, just be careful and know that if you're going to use those and you're like you drink it out of a sunken ship like I just did, the way to protect yourself is to drink milk. If you have a iron pail, like a bucket, then you can use that bucket to milk a cow, and the cow's milk will heal you of any curse, or pretty much any curse anyway. I think there's a few, like one or two exceptions, but it's like very specific, and you'll kind of know getting into it that that's going to be the case, basically. Hang on, what's over here? What's all this then? Okay, okay, we are way off the reservation, which is okay, but it does mean that we're going to take a look at what we got. Oh my gosh, it's sitting on the edge of some snow. That's cool. You kind of know that it's bound to happen. There's because of how Minecraft works, pretty much anything can occur in this world, like any combination of things. But it's still cool when you actually get to experience it. You actually get to see the see a village in a spot that doesn't seem like it should have a village, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's get up here. The traditional lava, of course. Oh my gosh, that's a ton of iron. What the heck? An obsidian? Hey, that's a cool challenge that I just randomly got. Let me think. Let's go and get rid of this. We want the iron pickaxe. Screw the other thing. And we might get lucky. There might be some other goodies. Wow, this is an extra big library. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like that. And I'm really enjoying the rain. I like the sound of rain. So it's kind of nice to have that sort of as a constant in the background. I think it'll go away once we go to sleep, but that's okay. I wonder. We do have some emeralds, so technically we could... Oh my gosh, what do you have? Poo. That's bad. I was wondering, or kind of halfway hoping, that librarian might have a really good book that we could be looking for. That's how you get really good enchantments. You're going to want to set up essentially I wanted to say a library of librarians. With all of the different... oh my gosh, we could get a bucket too. Yes, please. So what do we give up here? I mean, we were kind of saving that for the iron stuff for a horse. Let me think about this. We need the food. I guess maybe we're smelting a couple of things here, and then we'll go from there. This way we can maybe better utilize our space. This will be a little... Well, it won't be tricky. We'll lose out on one item. Oh my gosh, it's about to be nighttime, so while it's... Oh, we want this. Haha! Sucker. Sucker. Go away, please. I want my bed back. Yeah, the rain stopped. Oh, well. Such is life. It can't rain all days forever. Barrel. Why are you getting yourself stuck in there, you silly, silly man? We have half of the obsidian that we need to be able to go into the end. I don't remember now if we actually did go into the end or not. But we will do this. So we'll waste one more piece of coal. But we've been doing really well on coal, so I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, it's a different... I was thinking... And this is raw beef. Okay. Maybe that means... We'll go ahead and cook this stuff and then... what we have here, and then we'll consider what else we can do with our space. If there really is anything else. I mean, we don't really need the potatoes, particularly. We can cook the potatoes, and they'll give you... So... Generally, when you cook things in Minecraft, they'll give you better health and stuff like that. Let's move this stuff around. I normally like to have the food over on this end if I can. Yeah, so the potatoes will give you better recovery, and the way the recovery works is that it does two things. One, it'll give you a certain amount of, well, we can see on the bottom there. I have the different sticks of meat, slabs of meat on a bone there. It's opposite to the. It's in the middle of the screen, and it's on the right of the number 8 there. So that's how hunger. That's your hunger meter, and as you get hungrier, it'll go. The number of those meat slabs will tick down essentially. So, it'll eating food does two things. It has two factors to them. They will recover a certain number of those meat slabs, but then they also do another thing. They continue to give you back hunger based on how good of food it is. So meat is going to cause the meter to refill over time for much longer than something like a potato will. I want this. Let's go and get rid of the cobblestone. We can get cobblestone wherever we need to. So ultimately, when you're thinking about your food sources, regular crops and bread as well, they'll get like a piece of bread will give you maybe I think it's like 1.5 or 2 things of on your hunger bar. And then they'll increase they'll refill your hunger bar for like another 2 seconds or something like that. I'm just making up numbers. So it's something like that is what happens. But then a piece of meat will be like, it'll replenish like 3 of your hunger bar, and then also continue recovering for like 10 seconds or something. So it's definitely worth your time picking and choosing the best sources for your food and how you're going to have them over a long period of time. Like if you're building a base, that's what you're going to want to look out for, which is often why I will end up going after meat more in this playthrough or in these playthroughs, just because I mean, I'll take what I can get. If I can get bread, then I'll take bread. But if I could take meat, I'd rather have the meat because it'll help me. It'll help heal me for longer, essentially. Did I already go? Yeah, I already went into these. Okay, so we don't quite want to go over there yet. This is just there's nothing really there. I guess let's go back down into the ocean. It was cool to see the edge of the snow right here. I haven't seen too much of the snow stuff, so I'm always kind of a little excited by it. I'm also very excited to see this type of building right here. This is some of the best building actually, because they give you the furnaces. If you really need to, you can get lava from them, or throw stuff into the lava and burn it. And they generally have some kind of like iron or armor or something like that in them. So definitely a good village if I was going to use this to start a base. But we can still explore more. So let's see, oh wait. Okay, so I think we're still kind of, well, we're not really heading south necessarily, but we are heading deeper away from where we created our map. You can kind of see it on the... Ooh, let me do... Hang on a second. I think that... Yeah. Okay. That looks better. Now we can see a lot more. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting to resize this window so we can see a little bit more. Especially it cuts off a little bit of that map. So there's a cave down there, deep underwater. But we just do not have the resources to get there, to get down in there. Okay, I almost thought that there was a ship sitting way up high on that cliff, but nope, I just missed seeing that. Wow, this is a little bit sparser than I remember, but this just could be how the randomization turned out. So we ended up seeing fewer things out in the water. Oh, and I say that, and then, of course, there's a portal right over there. And it does look like, there may be something over there, or it could just be... I guess maybe there's nothing over there. Hello, portal. What have you got for me? Okay, so I think these melons are supposed to be good for... Oh, and a clock. Ooh. I mean, flint and steel. I don't have to make it. That's good. Let me think. I mean, the good thing about a clock is that it means that we don't have to worry about trying to worry when nighttime is going to happen. So maybe we go and steal that clock, and now it'll end up being a lot easier to tell when night is going to occur, so that we can get into, get into a bed without having to worry too much. I don't think we really want that sword. I'm not sure that the helmet helps us out too much. It gives us a little bit more defense, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't really it doesn't last nearly as long. What would be nice is if we could get rid of those blocks and we could jump into the nether, but it's probably prudent to just see if we can't keep getting more obsidian. There's plenty of ways to get obsidian, and we're not in a hurry to go die in the hellfire. So let us continue on. See if we continue to get lucky. See if we can continue to find things. Oh, and looky there. There's a jungle over there. I wonder how deep we can get into this jungle without getting out of our boat. Ah, never mind. It's kind of landlocked in there. If only we needed bamboo, we could pretty much immediately get bamboo. Well, that's how it goes. It's also kind of cool to see the underside of the portals. You can see where all of the netherrack is. They always stick down a bunch of pillar kind of stuff on the bottom of them. So they're not like a flat structure, right? They're actually sort of three-dimensional in that regard. More of the jungle. Feels like now I can't stay away from jungle. Okay, so you can kind of see it getting nighttime. You can see how the clock looks. So really, once it turns half blue on one side, is when we can jump into there. Yeah, see, there you go. So the blue means daytime. There we go. Now let's see what's going on with this place. This ridiculous place. The calming music. There's some new menu music as well. I actually enjoyed it. It kind of made me think of maybe Earthbound, I guess. That's probably, I would say, probably what's closest to what it sounded like. Is that another portal? Is this not like maybe the smallest jungle I've ever seen? Hang on. I gotta know what this is. It looks like a portal. But then we're probably going to see if we can't jump into there. Oh no, it's a boat. That's why. It looked like, because we have these really dark beams, and then the rest of it is, you know, this kind of like lightish color. So for a second there, I was thinking that it was something else. Let's see. I'm going to leave those. Need to get back up here before we run out of breath. And we'll go back down. This looks like a 3 treasure chest ship, so. Oh, come on. You can do it. Let me into the chest. I can see it right there. Let me have it. Burk. Books more than leather? I feel like I want the books more. Yeah, we'll go and do that. And now that we have a buried ship, or a buried treasure map, that's what I should say. So, let's go ahead. Oh, no, wait, Huh. What is... That's weird. It said buried treasure map, but... Strange. I thought normally that was just a regular... That was just a regular thing. A regular map. Well, we don't really need a regular map. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away. Thank you for the books, though. I needed those. And now for the jungle. At least it seems like it's really small. I'm going to go around just to make sure. You know what would be really cool is if there was another portal over here just randomly. No, I was going to say if there was a jungle temple. Yeah, nothing really good there. Doesn't give us any obsidian or really anything else, so... Wait, was there somebody after me? Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is just a tiny, tiny jungle. There are jungle temples. I don't think that I've shown them on this channel yet, or any of the playthroughs that I've done. But maybe today's the day. Actually, I need to do this. I don't really need to carry that map around. How are we doing on time? Let me double check real quick. Okay. We still have a little bit. We still have just a tiny little bit. Let's see. Yep, doesn't look like it, but we could arguably get a parrot if we wanted to. And I would happily show how to get a parrot. But my problem is that the parrot is going to basically not be able to come with us on the boat. They, for whatever reason, they can't really like jump on your shoulder and then stay there until you get off the boat. So they can get kind of trapped trying to follow you, and then... Ugh. Oh, wow, that was a lot more damage than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, they can... Basically, you want to have essentially a land bridge from where you came from to the jungle. And if you don't, then you can end up losing the parrots. And I don't really want to lose the parrots. I want to be sure that the parrots stay, stay with me if I'm going to actually use it. So normally when I start a base, one of the we generally go and try to find a jungle because we want the bamboo. But then we also try to sort of build a path or find our way back. In using land in case we got there through the water, we want to create a land bridge so that the parrot can follow us all the way. Let's see. I'm not really... It looks like we're kind of done with this island. So I think maybe we'll be okay for kind of wrapping this up. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy this series, and I will see you next time.